Hey, Shorty. How you doing today? I got a special visitor for you, all right? So don't go anywhere. Shorty, this is Bird. Bird Shorty. Good-looking feather duster, don't you think?
Pretty girl. Pretty girl.
Smart, too. Do you like him? Huh? You do. You do like him. Well, you know what? He's gonna live with us, and you're gonna come home, and Blair's gonna come home, and we're just gonna be one big happy family.
Doc, are you all right?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
You're talking to yourself.
Somebody has to. How long is this supposed to take? They've been in there forever.
Wish I could make it easier for you.
It's easy for me. All I gotta do is sit here. Star's the one that's getting stuck like a pig. You know, Blair and I, we had a deal. We were not supposed to let each other get too far down. And figured on doing this alone.
What am I, chopped liver? You're not alone. Mr. Manning.
What are you doing out here? You're supposed to be in there.
It's over.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
We've completed the bone marrow transplant.
Come on. The kids at the community center are probably wondering where you are.
What am I supposed to do there? What? Am I supposed to help them with problems at home, problems with the family? I mean, it's a little bit hypocritical under the circumstances.
Because of what happened with you and Cassie?
Because of what didn't happen.
No. No. Wait a minute. They come to you because they know you listen to their problems, not because you don't have problems of your own. You know that.
I have never felt more unqualified to tell someone what to do than right now.
Andrew, come on, that's ridiculous. You may have lost your wife, but you haven't lost your wisdom.
My wisdom.
Your wisdom. You are the smartest person I have ever met in my life. Whatever it was that ended your life with Cassie, it sure wasn't ignorance.
Yeah, well, how about arrogance? I mean, if it wasn't my little adventure with Marty or Cassie's obsession with Kevin, I mean, it didn't matter what happened. I really believed I could rescue the marriage.
Why was that so wrong?
Why? Because there wasn't any marriage to rescue. Did you know that your father's life in the church was my inspiration, that I really aspired to be the kind of man of God that he was? Well, look at me. I've really succeeded. I'm telling you, my marriage was as big a lie as John Carpenter ever told.
Whoa, that is a stretch. My father never told me that I was his child by another woman. He deceived me.
And I deceived myself. I wasn't even close to admitting that my marriage was a fraud. At least the lies your father told were designed to protect someone he loved. What was I protecting? You know, I was protecting my own illusions.
Let's just get this straight. Cassie betrayed you.
No, we betrayed each other. We betrayed each other every single day. We pretended to be husband and wife. And all the time, this marriage, it's a big disappointment to both of us. It's just like your father.
Oh.
Just like, you know, I'm living one life and I'm preaching another. Now, what do you want me to do? You want to go over to the community center and I can preach some more?
You remember what you told me at my father's grave? That to be human is to be imperfect? Whether you're a child, a parent, or one of God's servants. Andrew, if we were all perfect, we wouldn't need God in the first place. Your religion tells you that much, right?
I don't even know what my religion tells me anymore. I've been praying. Praying for the last 2 days, and you know what I've gotten back? Nothing. For the first time in my life. Nothing. I've lost faith in my faith.
You lost faith in God?
No. I lost in knowing what God wants me to do. And until I find that, I can't counsel any. Going on here? This is like the third cop car that's gone by since I saw. What is going on over at the diner?
Get away from the window.
How he got the gun? Oh, you're correcting me up, Peter, but now you want to get on a horn and get the commissioner? Mobile 5 at Angel Square, we have a situation.
Hi, Ernesto. I know you're not going to hurt me. Please. Please put down the gun before somebody hurts you. Listen to her.
No. No, Linda! Not until I give it back what is ours!
Linda?
They're gonna kill my uncle.
Ernesto, what happened?
He saw the man from the bank and he took the gun and
Slow down, slow down. We're gonna work all this out. You tell me what happened right from the beginning. What happened?
He hasn't been the same since my aunt died.
Well, I remember it was very hard on her.
It was so expensive. He had to borrow to pay the hospital bills and then the funeral parlor, but he kept the butcher shop going and that had kept him going, you know? I mean, something to leave his son.
No, I understand.
And then the refrigeration system broke down and he had to buy a new one and he fell behind on payments to the bank. But now they suddenly want the building back.
The bank wants to foreclose on Ernesto Soto? Was it Lantano Savings? I know the manager down there. You and I will go down. We'll speak to him.
No, there's a new manager now. Him. He doesn't speak to anyone.
My hands are tied. I'm very sorry Mr. Soto is losing his business.
It is not just a business. My family lives over the store. You're throwing them out of their home.
Linda, just look at me now, all right? Tell me what's going on here in the diner.
Well, we went for breakfast. Dunn showed up. Ernesto got angry. He made threats. He didn't mean it.
He sounded serious to me.
Mr. Dunn, please, go on.
Well, Dunn wanted him arrested. That's when he took Benny's gun. He would never hurt Carlotta, never.
Of course he won't. Of course he won't. Listen, Mr. Dunn, you have a chance to be a real hero here today.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean a promise to reconsider this foreclosure would help a lot.
It's way beyond my authority.
Oh, but you have the authority to destroy people's lives in Angel Square?
Only the people who don't pay their bills.
Oh, well, how many people on the other side of town got kicked out on the street today, huh?
Look, let's not make this a social issue.
A little bit late for that. Make a hole. Somebody want to tell me what's going on? Oh, business as usual. Right, Mr. Dunn? Well, round one definitely went to Asa. Just when I thought he was going to go one way, it was the other, and scores. A deal with Guy, and I'm out a radio station. Yeah, but what's in it for Guy? I mean, WBL is such a tiny station. I don't know. Maybe he thought I'd turn it into something bigger. Maybe it was just the thrill of the game. Just have one piece of advice. Sam, keep your eye on the ball. You mean WVL? Nope. Talking about the money he got from the sale of WVL. You might just want to use it for some sort of project. I would just like to find out what it is and steal it from him. I don't doubt it. Well, you know what they say. All's fair in love and war and one-on-one basketball. What about Drew? The Buchanan in the wings. I mean, do you think he knows anything of Ace's plan? What do you know about him? Not much. Just that he's Bo Buchanan's son and he was raised by his mother. Yeah, he was trying to
buddy up with me the other day, but I could see he was playing the angle. He's not exactly as clever as he thinks.
Oh, it's wise to know your limitations.
Quite, perhaps we should get to know Drew a little better. He might come in useful.
It is a great idea. Take him by surprise. Hey, I'm game.
Well then.
Now I know exactly what I need to know.
What was that? I have no idea how to play this game.
No, that you don't give up. Because if you were going up against Ace Buchanan, that is exactly how you got to play.
All right. The next time, I'm going to play a much more civilized game. Soccer.
Yes.
Star is a remarkably resilient little girl. I've seen adults who haven't handled the procedure as well as she did.
So then she did okay?
Right out of the textbook. The healthy marrow we harvested from Ms. Olenoff was infused into Star's system with a catheter. Now her primary physician is her own body. The marrow cells will make their way to the appropriate place in the bones and start growing.
How soon before you start seeing results?
2 to 3 weeks. That's how long it takes for new marrow to start making blood cells.
Well, never mind about that. How long before Star starts to feel better?
The worst discomfort's past her. She should feel better every day, starting right now. At the moment, she's tolerating the IV very well, especially for a small child. We've got her mildly sedated to help with that.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, whatever it takes to make it easy for her. I think she's been through enough.
Dr. Sands, before the operation, you mentioned a risk of infection.
That's the biggest threat right now. Until the marrow rebuilds her immune system, that's why she has to stay in a sterile environment for the time being.
Good. Is there anything else we need to know?
Star's body could reject the bone marrow transplant, so we'll keep a close eye on her. More often, it's the cells in the donated marrow that reject the body's own cells.
Well, then what happens then?
Graft versus host disease. It's generally not life-threatening.
Generally?
In severe cases, it can be fatal.
Well, I may not know very much about American basketball, but I do know about the game of business. And the sale of WVL is a setback indeed.
Spoken like a man with a huge trust fund.
Yes, which could disappear in a second if Guy finds out he's not my father. It's your assets that I was counting on.
All I have are my proceeds from Ace's sale of WVL.
No, I'm not talking about your money. I'm talking about your willingness to risk.
Ah, delusions of grandeur, as it is sometimes referred to.
That's if you lose. If you win, it's vision. Look, I've wasted a lot of time and chances by being afraid to disappoint my father, so... But I'm liberated from that now, and I want to take some risks. And I'm ready to share with you all the business savvy that I've learned at Guy's elbow. I think we could make a fortune.
You know, anyone can make a fortune. The tricky part is hanging on to it.
Yes, point well taken. Do you think my twin would be interested in teaming up with us?
Oh, I think Maggie would love to be involved in anything you're a part of. You've given her back something she thought she lost when her brother and mother died, and she and the bishop drifted apart. You've given her back her family.
Well, she's given me one. As well as a feisty sister and a older, worldly, whatever you are. And a cousin, Andrew, you know, who seems to be the only one clever enough to stay out of trouble.
Mr. Manning, let me remind you that graft versus host disease is a worst-case scenario. Star's transplant is a 5 out of 6 match. Those are very good odds.
For a gambler, this is a kid we're talking about.
When will Star be able to go home?
If all goes as planned, 6 weeks.
Great.
I'll go check on her now.
Thank you very, very much, Doctor.
Just doesn't end, does it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to share your pessimism. The procedure went well. Star came through it just fine. The worst is over.
Yeah, except she's in a plastic cage. She's got needles stuck in her arm, and all she sees are machines.
I'm grateful for those machines. They're saving her life.
What's it doing to her head, Vicky? Especially now that her parents have walked out on her.
What are you going on about? You haven't walked out on her.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that. All she knows is that Blair's off getting her body put back together since Patrick Thornhart busted it up. And every time her father walks in the room in this Mars man outfit, she rips her IVs out trying to get to me. I can't even hold her. The worst moment of her life. She's all alone.
Just stop now. We don't know anything about what she's feeling or thinking, okay? Doctor said she's medicated, she's sedated, so my guess would be her whole existence right now is in some sort of waking dream, and she's not aware of anything. And when, listen, she doesn't feel any more abandoned than she does when she's asleep. When she finally wakes up, you will take her home, and you will give her all the attention and the love that she deserves.
She deserves to be with her mother. Guess you get what you ask for, huh? You spent all that time trying to push Blair out of Star's life.
Where's this coming from? Are you afraid you can't take care of her?
Oh, no. I'm fine with Star and I are alone. When the rest of the world comes in, that's when things get screwed up.
So it happened, didn't it?
What?
You became the father you never thought you could be. You got a second chance. Don't blow it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just remember that everything that is good in your life came out of love. Everything that is rotten and bad came out of revenge.
All I know is that when I look at my life, I want to change the channel. You know, I've been meaning to tell you, you got to come by. You got to meet the newest member of the Manning family.
Who might that be?
My parrot. Yeah, this bird kind of flew in my office window a few days ago. I can't get rid of him. He's moved into the penthouse, and next thing you know, he's going to be running the newspaper.
Oh, well, in that case, I better run right over to my office and work on some strategy. Hmm? Hey, no kidding. The son's been giving us some grief lately.
Well, I have to leave a legacy for my daughter.
Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Later.
Yep. Hello. My God, who's the hostage? Oh, no.
Bo, listen to me. I know Nestor Soto. I know his whole family. This is a good man.
Really? Right now, he's a dangerous man, Andrew.
Oh, please, don't let them hurt him, please.
Listen, our first priority is the physical safety of everyone involved, okay? That means Carlotta and your uncle.
People, please, we need your
Excuse me just 1 second. Take a look around, detective. This is happening because you screwed up.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
No, right now you're embarrassed. Somebody leaves here in a body bag, then you're going to be sorry. We'll deal with how Ernesto got his hands on your service weapon later. Right now, I want you to seal off the street, get those sightseers out of here.
Right. All right, guys, let's clear them out. Let's go, people.
Oh, press.
He's had the store for 23 years and he never had a problem before. But now it's happening to everybody.
Excuse me for a minute, Linda. Now, can I cover the story? Thanks, I got it. Yeah, I know you were the first reporter here, but I know the players. I know Linda, I know Carlotta. I can cover the human interest angle.
It's covered, Kevin. Thanks.
Mr. Soto, this is Commissioner Buchanan. I'm sure that neither one of us want this situation. So why don't you come outside with Mrs. Vega right now, leave the gun inside.
I won't come out! I want what's right! I want my business, and I want my family's home!
I don't think the bank's going to be able to do anything for you as long as you're staying in there.
The bank won't do anything for me, even if I come out!
I've got police officers covering this entire block.
And I got a gun, and I got nothing to lose. Ask Mr. Gunn.
I don't like the sound of that. Andrew?
Yeah.
You say you know this guy?
Yes, I do.
Feel like giving him a little counseling with his bullhorn?
No, not over the bull. Oh, it's just going to make me sound like a cop.
Ernesto? Ernesto, it's Reverend Carpenter. Ernesto, you've known me for a long time, and you know you can trust me.
Stay away, Father!
Ernesto, I want you to let Carlotta go.
No! I need her!
You need a hostage. You let Carlotta go, and you can have me. Bo, he's not going to listen to me like this. I'm going to go in.
No!
Damn
up unless you want to pop a priest. Ernesto, I'm not armed, all right? I got my hands up, and I'm coming in.
Stop! Stop right there! Ernesto, no!
Breathe! Nobody breathe unless you hear an order from me.
Stay where you are, Father. I don't want to shoot you.
I'm counting on that, Ernesto.
Andrew, come back! Stop it. He has to go in. He was put here for that reason. You know what? You have shown him no respect as a husband. At least show him some respect for as a priest.
That's enough.
Not nearly enough.
Well, now, how can Bo allow that?
I don't think the ref gave him any choice.
Andrew must be out of his mind. He could be killed.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Anybody have a clear shot at Soto, you let me know, but do not fire.
Father, please, don't make me do this.
Ernesto, had 2 good chances to hit me, and I'm still here, so I'm thinking that you really don't want to shoot me. I'm coming in.
Let's hope he didn't get Carlotta Vega out.
Oh, what's all this?
You know Ernesto and his uncle?
Yeah, sure.
He's in there, in the diner. He's got a gun. He's holding your mother.
Bobby!
Lose something?
Yeah, my wife.
Excuse me?
Oh, before I met Maggie, I was married. Happily married, and my wife, Luna, was shot and killed right on the spot.
God.
Yeah. You wake up one morning in one world, go to sleep that night in another.
What happened?
Oh, just a skirmish in a gang war. Luna just happened to be an innocent bystander. Yeah, they don't get any more innocent than Luna.
A gang war? I didn't know this area was so dangerous.
Yeah, well, it was. But, you know, things have changed a lot in the last year or so. In a lot of ways, Luna's death had something to do with it. She was loved by a lot of people, and when she was killed, the city pretty much decided to do something about making this part of the city a better place.
So I suppose there's some comfort for you in that?
Yeah. It's hard to learn to live with Luna's death, but finding out how much she meant to everyone else helped a lot. Not to mention she helped herself. She was never one to let a little thing like death slow her down. Tell you one thing, though, all this talk about power and making fortunes and this and that, I don't think she'd go for it. She always felt that money was pretty unimportant.
You see, to me, it's all the things that money can do for you. It would drive Guy mad if I could build my own empire. And all he could do then would be to put his arm around me and say, like father, like son. And then I would be able to tell him, you see, you're not my father, and I am not your son, so knob off.
Maybe you don't want to hear this, but I think it's like a kind of a primal thing where the son always can't wait for the chance to tell his father to stick it.
Maybe.
Are you sure the guy would disinherit you if he found out about your mother and John Carpenter?
Oh, in a second. I would lose the Armitage name, but the thing is behind money. Money is behind all the power. If I could get some of my own, then I'm back in the game.
You know, my old man never understood the power of money. Even after Asa Buchanan stole his ranch right out from under him.
But Asa, who's your radio partner?
A partnership of convenience, believe me. One that will not be missed. In fact, much prefer being Ace's enemy. I know where I stand. I feel much better about thinking of ways to get him.
So, we want the big money for power, revenge, and adolescent rebellion. Have I left anything out?
Yeah. I like some money, so, buy a lot of neat stuff.
Good point.
Let go of me, Bo.
You take another step in that direction, I'm gonna arrest you.
That's my mother now.
Tonio, it's okay. Andrew's in there with him. Let him bring Ernesto down.
Our goal is to get all three of them out alive.
Please, Antonio, he's had enough. They pushed him too far. He doesn't know what he's doing.
You gotta help us help Carlotta. Get it together now.
I want Chris here.
Where is he?
Probably at his studio.
Tucker! Sir? Get over to Lambview University. Find Christian Vega. Bring him back here.
On it. How did this happen?
Come here. I'll tell you.
Yes?
I am worried about him, all right? I can't help it. I live with him as his wife, and he's the father of our son.
I didn't say anything. The day you realize your kids are never going to take your advice is a day of liberation. Speaking from personal experience, of course. What that's worth.
Thank you. I did hope he was going to take my advice on this one, but then as he pointed out, when it comes to issues about a third party in a marriage, I'm on shaky ground.
That's close enough, Father?
I'm only here to help. I promise you that. You all right, Carlota?
I'm fine. I know Ernesto would never hurt me. I don't want to hurt anybody, but they won't listen to me.
God is listening to you, Ernesto.
Yeah? Was God listening to me when I begged him to save my wife? Was God listening to me when I prayed for my home and my family? If he had listened then, I wouldn't be here now. It's all right. I got this. Now everybody's listening.
Maybe. But they're not hearing what you want to say. They don't see a man with a grievance. They only see a man with a gun.
Ernesto, you remember when I lost my Diego? You remember when I lost this diner? I understand what you're feeling. And I tell you, I know that your family needs you now more than they ever did. And what will they do if they lose you? I'm doing this for them. It's too late for me.
Why?
I don't have anything. A year ago, I had a wife, kids, a home, a business, respect. I thought I was the happiest man in Angel Square. But you know what? I was an idiot, because I know better now. I know you're always a dollar away from disaster. Do you know, Father, how it feels to lose everything you counted on overnight?
I do. Believe me, I do. And I know it fills you with anger and frustration and grief. But it doesn't make you evil. This isn't you. This isn't the man I remember at the community center picnic just last summer. You remember that, Carlota, the man who brought a whole carload of hamburgers and hot dogs for those kids.
Yeah, and that was all supermarket stuff. I grind that meat fresh in the morning.
And your wife was already very ill, wasn't she?
Yes.
But you did it anyway. You did it because you knew that it would make those kids just a little bit happier. And you never said one word about your problems. You asked me where God is in all this. I think he's in moments like that. And I think he's outside this diner right now in the tears of your niece, Linda, who's worried sick for you. I think he's in your heart. And your heart is telling you that what you're doing is wrong.
I had to do something.
We will do something. I promise you we will. What's happened to you is a sin, but you don't fight sin with other sins. You fight it with acts of charity and grace and justice. You got a chance to do one of those right now. Please. Please, let Carlota go.
I am home.
Feed the bird.
Nice to see you, too. So what do you think, Bert? Just one big happy family. Mama's in pieces, baby's on ice, and I can't do anything about it except wait and wait.
Nevermore.
You got that right. You know, I tried to play it Vicky's way for a while, you know, just for Star's sake. You know, model citizen, family type. Look what that got me.
Lamb sauce.
Just about. This is no act of God either, you know? I mean, I really thought that big guy was going to give me a break for once. I mean, I know that Star was sick and, you know, he made sure that my wife was knocked up, but the baby that was in Blair's belly was going to be a perfect match for Star. And I know that he works in mysterious ways, and it doesn't get much wackier than this.
Nevermore.
Yeah, that's right, nevermore. Patrick saw to that. Planned his little accident. Killed his kid to make nice with Marty. I mean, he doesn't care if Blair gets her legs busted and Star loses the perfect match. Not gonna hurt him, right? That's where he's wrong. It's gonna hurt him plenty. Just need some information. Can't ask Marty. I think the one person who knows what I need to know and who hates Thornhart as much as I do is Keneally, the leader of the men of 21. Keneally chased Patrick halfway around the world. Gotta know something about Patrick that would make him squirm.
What? The lamb.
No, not anymore. Patrick made sure he was in some kind of an Irish prison.
Hello.
Stop opponents of facts. Oh, look. It's an Irish. Well, things are looking up. Yeah, my sources in Dublin have located Keneally's high-security retirement home. Looks like I'm going to need a bird sitter and a round-trip ticket to Dunleary Jail. Yeah. Keneally probably doesn't get to talk to many people. Maybe he'll be in a conversational mood. If he tells me what I want to know, maybe he'll have company before he knows it. Easy now, I need all that stuff. It's your own. It's your own.
What's going on in there?
Right now, no news is good news.
Andrew's been in there for a while. If he's not getting anywhere with this guy, then it's not good news. Mr. Gunn?
Yes.
I'd like for you to call your vice president at the bank. If we can make Soto think that the bank's working on a loan extension for him, maybe that's going to buy us some time.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Then make it possible. I've got a gunman in there holding hostages right now. He doesn't want to hear no for an answer.
As I tried to explain to Mr. Soto, the vice president for small business loans is blocked into the same position as I am. All loans in default must be called in.
That's ridiculous. Everybody falls behind in their payments occasionally.
Regrettably, yes, but the new owner insists we foreclose.
Who's the new owner? Ebenezer Scrooge?
Asa Buchanan.
Oh.
My father's responsible for this mess?
Man, I should have guessed this would be Grandpa's idea of community outreach. Just reach out and grab it.
Clint said there were no sacred cows in Landview. I assume that includes his father?
You write it like you see it now. That's an order.
Yes, ma'am.
Ernesto, you got one, two, maybe half a dozen members of the media out there, which is good. It's good. You made your point.
I don't want to make a point. I just want to make a living.
I understand that. This is the first step. You get this story on the air, in the papers. You put the bank on the spot, they're going to back down.
Tienes razón. Are you sure?
Yes. I'm absolutely sure, but you've got to let Carlota go. The press can't afford to take your side if you're holding her at gunpoint.
All right. Show me the reporters.
No problem. Come here. Take a look. Take a look over there by Commissioner Buchanan. Okay? You got Vicki Carpenter. She's the publisher of the Banner. Next to her, you got Mel Hayes. He's a prize-winning reporter. And across from them, you got Kevin Buchanan. You got Cassie Carpenter, my wife. I'll tell you, the two of them will be interested in hearing everything you have to say.
Madre de Dios.
What?
Over there, next to the commissioner. That's done. That's the bank's manager.
Yeah, I believe it is. Why?
He told me he was going to the bank. I told him to fix my loan.
Ernesto, it's possible that he sent somebody over there to arrange it for him.
No, he's not taking me serious. He's gonna take me serious now that I got two hostages.